All right, all right. What's up, everybody? Here we are with
Richarda, Outley.
Got you. So, from my understanding, we were talking a little bit last night, of course, and your daughter has went to 4 high schools.
Right.
So, just kind of talk about what made you have to do that, and she still was able to reach the highest level in the collegiate level with doing that. So, just kind of talk about that process in having to do that.
Well, so I'm an educator.
Okay.
And then I coached her in middle school. A lot of people don't know that, but I was a middle school coach at Campbell Middle School in Houston. So from there, I was working on my master's, finished my master's, was looking to become a principal. But when she went to 9th grade, assistant coaching job came up, at Jersey Village High School. And I was like, you know what? I think I might want to do that. So I think more of the transitions has been, due to like life changes. Like I'm divorced. I had her my freshman year in college, just trying to figure out life. So we moved here to Houston in 2011 with my ex-husband and my younger 2. So we've been here ever since. So coming here, going through divorce, trying to figure life out, just ended up trying to figure out who I was as a person after divorce, trying to make sure that Mariah still got her needs met.
Right.
So that was my way of becoming an educator, being in a school system, making sure my kids had the best education.
Right.
Then when I became a coach, we decided that she come to 8th grade with me because she was at Blau Middle School for her first 2 years.
So y'all from Houston?
Yeah, no, we're from Waco. I'm from Waco, Texas. Okay. So I was a JUCO All-American at McLennan Community College.
Oh, wow, okay.
In 2008. You can look it up. It's on the,
right.
It's on the website.
Yeah.
So from there, I finished up at UTA. I didn't play because my mom had a stroke, and I had to take care of her. And I didn't trust nobody with Mariah.
Right.
Yeah, so from there, I just started working at residential facilities, teaching. So we got to Houston, I actually became a certified teacher.
Okay.
So in that transition from school to school, I always looked at it as a way of making more income. I didn't care about what people thought. Like, if I can make more money as a professional, we're moving. You get where I'm going? And that was number one. Like, me trying to, so when we moved to, she went to Jersey Village, I was assistant coach. I quit coaching at Jersey Village because I found out, as far as being a high school coach, it's a lot. I'm a mother of 3. They had me coaching track. We were going through something in life at that time. My mom was in and out of ICU a lot. Then she went to Klein Kane. From there, we moved to Dallas to be closer to my mom. Okay. Because Waco for me is traumatizing. Okay. Yeah. If you Google my last name in the the Texas Department of Criminal Justice system, I'm not supposed to be here. So I grew up around a lot of mess. And I just thank God that we're here. But after that, we get to DeSoto, and from there, you deal with. One thing I've learned about high schools is it's not fair, but there's a lot of politics.
Very much so, especially at the higher classes, like 6A, 5A, of course. The more lower classes, you really don't see as much because it's more country towns.
But the politics are kind of insulting because the kids who are in the gym all the time. The kids, mama taking them everywhere, making sure they're good, and a lot of them are suppressed due to the fact that they have to lower the bar for something. Oh, we don't want you doing all that. And then you got the parents that'll be upset that their kid maybe are missing out on some type of, shine. With social media, everybody can get a highlight. Everybody got their own page. Right. Everybody's their popularity star or whatever. But one thing I'm learning is, even through those transitions, Mariah is she's tough. I've taken this girl through a lot, and nobody asked that. Oh, she went to so many schools, and her mom moving her around, but they don't understand how it affects her. She's a person. And the whole time we were moving, Mariah was 13, 14, 15. Yeah. And I think it was more upsetting to me, just the rumors, trying to make a reputation for her because, they have their system at these high schools. Yep. So every time we moved, the bar had to be lower for others because she was the bar. Right. Period. Bottom line, if she wasn't, we wouldn't even. It wouldn't even matter.
She got to the SEC still through all that tragedy.
Yeah.
So it's just it's inspired by just the mental toll, with you, of course, as a woman, and then her as a high school kid, like being able to?
It's mental. So right now, I feel like God has her in a place to strengthen her mentally because the game is there. And, you know, we've been hearing rumors to come back. Oh, Mo ain't the same. No, Mo is doing everything she's asked to do.
Right.
Mo is a team player. Mo is a softie. She plays tough, but Mariah is soft. She wants
quiet.
everybody to like her. She wants to please everybody. So I'm that one. See, I grew up rougher. Mariah raised in suburbs, so I got to give her that edge and be like, Mariah, you still have to be you. You know, we have some words. Like sometimes you have to say, hey, it is what it is. I got to go out and do what I need to do at the end of the day because that's who I am. I raised her to be a dog.
Right.
My 7th grade year, shout out to Coach Truesdale, Tabitha Truesdale from Texas Tech. She won a national championship with Cheryl Hoops. That was my 7th grade, 8th grade coach.
Oh, wow.
And I sucked, but she injected that dog in me, and I never lost it. You know, I never lost it. And this is me not even having rides to school. You know, not having support, nobody come to my games. You know, still having to figure out. Then when I got the MCC, it was tough, but I started as a freshman. When I got pregnant with her, I went back. I was All-American as a sophomore while she's a baby. She was 2. So it's like, I only teach my kid how to be ambitious through my actions.
Right,
you know, so people can talk, but we live this. We do this every day.
Yep.
That's why I say high school politics are insulting because you got girls out in Florida that's going to be working at Chick-fil-A next year. You know what I'm saying? And it's because we don't want to hear from their mama or their daddy because you got a kid coming in here racking up 20 points. Oh, she ain't coming out the game, or, you know, she's taking over. I want to take over. Oh, my God. No, Mariah's not that kid. Mariah go out and play. She don't even be thinking about that stuff, you know. Very unselfish player, like even our recruiting process. When we left DeSoto, they were telling college coaches that she was uncoachable. Literally, we had college coaches telling us that she don't recruit her or y'all won't get any more of our girls. We had college coaches. Why? When my kid never got a referral, never got in a fight, A student.
Oh, damn. Oh.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you take the parents out of these situations, those kids love each other.
Most definitely.
You get where I'm going?
I just told somebody the other day, kids are genuine spirits off TOP.
Yeah.
Like, no, they don't have no catch to them. They don't got nothing. That's why I get so much love just from kids, because they genuine.
Right.
They genuine spirits.
Right.
So when you show kids genuinely love, they going to give you everything they got. That's just like when a kid say, oh, I'll run through the wall for this coach.
Right.
Because they feel that love.
That's because the bar is set and it's consistent for everybody.
Right.
You get where I'm going? So when I coach, I'm never, like my high school career, of course, I was in Waco. We had 2 high schools. I went to Waco High. We didn't want to go to university. We was rivals. The Waco was close by, but it was always Waco High and University that were rivals. But one of the things for me was I've never experienced high school the way high school is now. I think it has a lot to do with social media influence. But you got coaches nowadays, they too intimate with the players. You get where I'm going? There's no line to say I'm your coach, not your friend.
Yep.
Then you wonder why you can't get them to do what you need to do. It's too blurry. It's too blurry of a line.
Right.
I can love you as my player, but I don't have to be in your face all the time.
Right.
And Mariah's the same way. I raised her like, you better be at the front of that sprint. You better be at the front of that line. You better be the first one down the floor. You better make your time. So when she's at programs where she's doing that and other kids aren't, but they're on the floor longer than her and doing that, that's where the politics become insulting, because I've been knowing her this coach, I've been knowing this player, this family longer than this family, and it's just too much of that.
Right.
Let these kids play, and I love to win. I'm competitive.
Right.
If my kid is having a messed up game, I subbed her out and rolled her when I coached her. So I want to win. It should always be that way. So, like I said, the politics can be so insulting. So, with the moving schools, I was able to see a lot of just a lot of craziness within the adults. And I think my biggest challenge, what God was showing me, was your character has to mature. Because where God is taking your kid, you can't be acting like them.
Right.
You get where I'm going? So, I see you, if you see me at the games, I'm sitting away because I fell into that niche where I start to try to have a relationship with parents on the team. And I'm very vulnerable, and I'm very passionate, and they can twist my words, and if they're close to the coach, stuff is getting back and my kid is being affected by it. I've experienced that. So, and it's nothing wrong, but don't let your good be evil spoken of. It's just some people be so jealous. You know, my kid, one time I said, man, my kid don't ever come out the game. Hey, next game, She came out. Oh, she sat down. You know, just having those. That's just one example, but I wasn't bragging about it. I'm basically saying, give her a break. Right? Don't expect more out of her if you're not expecting that out of somebody else. Get a girl some water or something. You know, let her get her mind together. So I think the transition from Klein came to DeSoto, Mariah was ready. I mean, she was out there, she was a dog. You know, and I was happy to see it because going to Dallas, that's like top tier. If you can ball down there, you can ball anywhere. So she went down there, you know, all region, all state, led the team to the state championship. We get to the state championship. Mariah had proved that she was a second half scorer. Well, the second half, Mariah went out there. We had 2 points in the fourth quarter. Ariana Robertson and her team, Clark. She was the only one that scored in the fourth quarter. If you look at the stats, Mariah always had double figures in the second half. Because the first half, she probably was dealing with some things like trying to just get the game going, you know, or whatever. But I believe my kid has been so misunderstood because of me. Because of moves I had to make for my family. You know, I'm a mother of 3. Mariah's 17, then I have Rihanna that's coming up behind her, 11, and then I have my son Josiah. And every move I make financially, I have to, you know, make sure my family good. And then when I took off to take care of my mom, you know, and that situation was very, you know, eye-awakening, damaging at the same time because it took me back to my past. But I want the best for my kid. I never wanted her to go through what I went through. I always wanted her at the best school with the best academics, the best. I always wanted her to be at a school athletically that was going to push her. Nobody has been able to stop her in not one gym that she's been in that I know of. Nobody has made Mariah feel like she wanted to quit basketball.
And that's
but jealous parents who talk to coaches and coaches allowing parents to run their program. That's what made my kid want to stop. And that's why I can't wait till she gets to college because that bar gonna be high for everybody. And I've never wanted my kid getting something. We have these conversations. If you don't, I wish you would get something you didn't earn. That's not yours. You didn't earn that. So, you know, and that's been my mentality. You know, and I feel like me being in sports, you know, altered my life for the better. And look at it. I mean, she just signed a 6-figure 4-year in LI. So that's a blessing.
What is one thing that you would tell parents that you wish you would have known before any of this transpired?
I think for me, I wish I would have been prepared as a parent because I'm a mother. We're very emotional. Very protective of our children, and I wish somebody would have told me, like, you might want to mature. Your character has to be prepared to accept the rumors, the persecution. You have to accept that your kid gonna be persecuted right in front of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And as a mother, that has been the hardest thing for me to watch. But God, look at the blessings that God has given her, though. Just for me getting out the way. Now, there's been lies and rumors that I've done things or said things. But that's only from jealous people. That's only from people that don't want to see your kid make it. And, you know, as a parent, you got to stay prayed up. You know, you just really do. Because, man, mentally, that's her toughest battle right now. Her game is there. You give her the ball, you tell her to get a bucket, I promise you, she going to do whatever you ask her to do. Mariah don't score, she going to do it. Very coachable. And, you know, people come in the gym, why you not getting to do this and that and the third? I stop them in the track, I say she's doing exactly what her coach is allowing her to do. Or telling her to do. That's it. We don't care about the rest of that stuff. We never have. So I think as the parents, you got to look at yourself and be like, you got to be willing and ready to see your kid get persecuted at this level. When you have that high caliber kid, everybody want their kid to be like your kid. Everybody want to train where your kid trains. Shout out to Rod Harmon. Roy Harmon's dad, he's our OG, been in her life since she was 7. Then she's been training with Jeff as well. No equal training. You know, so we have a lot of people in our corner, you know, and I don't post my life on social media, but we got soldiers with us. We got people praying with us, but that's one of the hardest things as a parent to see your kid persecuted for no reason other than she's just a dog. She's just passionate. she's a team leader and can't even be called a team leader. That's cool. Just go out there and show it anyway.
Right.
Or everybody want this position but can't guard this position. Every school. It's crazy. But I know you longer. Your family cool. We threaten, they threaten the coaches to move the kids around.
Right.
You gotta deal with all that. And you gotta see it. You gotta see people playing in your face, and you have to be mature enough not to get on Twitter and act stupid. Which I kinda had to, do something 3 days ago. But it's deleted, but I had to say what I had to say because people wanna play in your face about your kid. Because they insecure about theirs. They're not happy with where their kid is. So as parents, you gotta be prepared for that. I wasn't ready.
Right.
I was not ready. I wasn't ready for that. So now I got the blueprint. I'll do better with my 11-year-old, my son.
Right. And I'm pretty sure somebody else will do better with their kid along the way.
Yeah. But just expect the worst. Before you expect the better. So.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for being on the show and hopefully the journey will get better along the way.
Oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.